Hello, it's me, Mia, and this is Eve TCG. I just wanted to share what sets I like from Pokemon TCG, and yeah, I really adore Crown Zenith, and I love the promo card from the ETB. I do have it. I just love how Lucario looks. And my other favorite sets are Journey Together, Black Bolt, White Flare, Twilight Masquerade, and you can see from those binders back there, that's what I'm collecting. Everything here and below, that is my dad's, and here, the shelf is all mine. Um, so Journey Together, I think it's really overhated and underrated. Um, my favorite card ever is from Journey Together. It is this Ens Reshiram. I just love the way they portrayed how he's just riding Reshiram. And my other favorite card is the Articuno. Blue is my favorite color. I just recently dyed my hair blue. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it started fading out. Um, Base set of Journey Together, I have all of the cards except Reshiram EX, and I cannot find it anywhere, even at card shows. So I'm really trying my best to find it. And when I do collect cards for like my binders, I don't collect reverse hollows. I just think it would take too much longer, and I don't really want to deal with that. So this is my Voltex binder for Journey Together. Shout out. So these are what I have for the full arts. I have Maractus, Articuno, Wailord, Ionos Kilowattrel, Lewis Rimpombi, Swinub, Lycanroc, and Reshiram. Furret, Noibat, Hopswaloo, Volcanion, EX, and Ionos Bellyboat EX, Lewis Clefairy EX, Mamoswine EX, Hopstation EX, Dunsparce EX, Rock Scouting, Ruffian, I don't know how to say his name, and Zoroark EX, and Ionos Bellybolt EX, the gold card. And Zoroark EX is the first card I've ever pulled from Pokemon in my first pack. Um, and I think it's a pretty clean card for the first one I've ever pulled. And who knows, I might send it in for grading. Um, Speaking of grading, I am currently sending in the Sekrom monochromatic from Black Bolt, and I have yet to hit the Reshiram, but I will one day, hopefully. Sekrom, I really adore it, but I do like the Reshiram a bit more because he is my favorite out of the two. Um, yeah, so grading, I sent this Goldango EX in for grading and it came back a 10, happily. He is from Prismatic Evolutions, and honestly, when I sent it in, I was sending it in to make profit to sell it. But now that I have it in my hands, I'm keeping it as a keepsake for my first card I've ever graded. And this is Charmander from 151, and I just love the art. I'm more of an art person when it comes to cards. I love the art and the way he's just looking up, because I do love the line where it's Charmander, Charmeleon, and then Charizard. I love how that looks. He is not my favorite starter, unfortunately. It is what's his name? Mudkip, sorry. Mudkip. He is the cutest thing. My favorite Pokemon ever has to be, sorry, I lost my train of thought. It has to be Zeraora. Sorry. Um I am currently working on a page for him, but I do want a better binder, like a Voltex binder instead of the card guard. Um, so that is my favorite. And Black Bolt White Flare, I just really love how they brought back Black Bolt and White Flare when they first started Pokemon, and I just love the art and everything, really. Mm, so yeah. Um, um, I think that will be all. So thank you. Bye.
Hi, my name is Tony, and welcome back to another episode of Eve TCG. Today, I'm going to talk about card trading, how we got into it, how this became a father and daughter adventure duo. Um, and also, I want to delve into the world of Lorcana. I'm really into Lorcana right now. I believe in it. I think it's got potential. It's not going to be the Pokemon killer, but I think it's got room to maybe catch up, a little bit. But so really quick, I used to collect baseball, football cards when I was younger. The older I got, obviously I can, I had a job and I could buy a little more expensive product. And I remember pulling one day a Clayton Kershaw autographed rookie card, 1 out of 25, and I sent it to get graded. And I sold it right before we moved to Wisconsin for like $6,500. I pulled it out of $1.50 pack, right? And that ended up being the down payment to our house. And I told that to my kids, let them know the value in collectibles, because there's value in collectibles, right? You see what the dollar's doing right now. The dollar's falling. The dollar, as you can say, is kind of becoming trash, even though we need it. But so right now, the right thing I think is to invest in assets. People invest in gold, crypto, collectibles, antiques, right? And I try to teach my kids to, you know, invest in something a little bit, whatever you can, right? So, anyways, then my daughter and I started going to card shows. She got into Pokemon, and I wanted to do something different because I didn't want to collect the same thing as she was, because I want to collect something different. That way, when I pass away, or whenever my daughter, is finally, here married with her kids, with my grandkids, then she can share my other stuff, Lorcana or One Piece, and she has more of everything, not just her Pokemon, right? So, and I guess third, I want to talk about Lorcana, how I got into it. I just started, looking at videos at other content creators. There's a lot out there. If you search, they talk about the numbers and what the value is, and the market, the graphs, and I don't know if I'll get there to to that level, but I want to share what I'm seeing right now, and I think right now is a great opportunity to buy some Lorcana. Um, no one's buying it. You can find it at the shelves, at least out here in Wisconsin. Coming from California, I mean, it's more populated. Maybe the bigger cities and states you can't find it, but in more like rural areas where it's less populated, you can find it at Targets, WalMarts. Um, Pokemon, you can't; it's gone. And I guess sometimes you want to buy stuff that not everybody else is buying, right? Like that baseball card I was talking about. It was a Clayton Kershaw autographed rookie card from 2007, and I didn't sell it till we moved out here in 2018. So that was before he won a World Series. So it's probably like worth, I don't know, 40 grand now, more. But it took, from the day I pulled it back in '07, I mean, it took nearly 11 years for that car to reach that price of, $6,500. That's a long wait. But if you're willing to wait and hold on to something, I think Lorcana right now is probably a good buy, something to hold on to as an asset, to make your dollars grow in the future. I'm looking at it as a retirement. And I also open the packs because I like them. I went to Disneyland when I was in California. We had annual passes for all the kids. We enjoyed it. Um, I loved The Lion King when I was a kid, Nightmare Before Christmas. And the way Lorcana's going, it's bringing all these, I guess, IPs into the cards. Next year, they're bringing in Toy Story. I mean, can you imagine pulling a Buzz Lightyear and a Woody card, Enchanted? I mean, it's just they can do so much. You can bring in Cars, Lightning McQueen. So yeah, I think there's a big opportunity right now to buy Lorcana. If you can, try to get yourself some first chapter Lorcana. That's the first set. I mean, if you look at Pokemon, the first set, which they call it the base set, I think on eBay, if you search, it's going for like 30 grand. And so I'm not saying Lorcana's first chapter is going to reach 30 grand, but I think it'll reach more than what it's worth right now. Right now, you can get it on eBay for like $330. It reached a high of 500 and it dropped to I think 220. You could do a search on TCG Player and see where it's at now. But if you can get yourself a set of they call it a booster box of the first chapter, I think it's worth owning and just hold it for 5, 10 years and see what it does. Um, I don't think Disney's gonna fail. I mean, guys out there, if you tell your wife, your girlfriend, hey, let's go to Disneyland, I mean, they'd be over the clouds with enjoyment, right? As we would, right? Even the guys. So, great place to take your kids. It is the magical kingdom, right? So, but anyways, let me share a little bit of that first chapter that I was talking about. So of course I have it in a case to protect it, right? That's it right there. That's the first chapter, Lorcana. Um, it's they're not reprinting anymore. These they already said they weren't. Ravensburg is the creator of the Lorcana cards, so I don't know if you can see it, but I guess it's not there. But I have it protected. There's multiple versions you can buy. It'll say like I don't know if you can see right there, but it says ENO1 right there. That's like the first print. There's a ENO2, and they say that there's more of a, you know, that it'll be more expensive to have the first print versus the second print. I mean, yeah, maybe, but I don't think it matters. Buy yourself a second print of the first chapter. At least you'll have, some exposure to the first chapter. But yeah, if you look at it, I think it's going to be a wise investment. I even bought a promo card. Um, oh, So this is a Mickey Mouse, the Brave Little Tailor. It's a promo card from the D23 collection. I don't know if you guys can see it. I got a reflection there. So I like this card. It's gone up in value like really fast. I bought it for $30 on eBay, and last I saw, I mean, they were selling for 100. But if you look at the Mickey right there in that first chapter box, I mean, it's the same one as this D23 promo, and this is the second promo version because they have a first one where it's not borderless like that, and that comes in a set, and I think that one's worth thousands already, like maybe 1,000 or 2,000. I haven't looked recently, but I mean, I'm happy with this one. I'm happy to have some exposure. I mean, I'd love to have, you know, like 30 of these and, the first promos, but I can't. I'm a working, man with a house and kids and cars, right? So I can't afford to buy everything at once. But little by little, get some exposure to it, and I really think it'll be something special one day, and we'll see where it goes. I just think that holding a bunch of dollars in your savings account is not where it's at anymore because the dollar's lost value. I mean, you guys go to a grocery store, you know how it is. You go in there and for $100 you can't buy nothing but a peanut butter and jelly and bread, right? So yeah, I try to kind of invest in other things, and I think right now it's a wise decision. My daughter loves Pokemon. She's investing in her collection, and um, I'm right there alongside with her, investing in something different. And it's gonna be hers anyways one day. So right, doesn't matter, right? But yeah, let me know in the comments how you guys feel. I don't know if you guys like Lorcana or don't care about it or what. Let me know if you want to see us break open some Lorcana packs. Let me know. I mean, I not only collect the sealed boxes; these are called booster boxes. But I open them. I have my collection. I have my binders behind me. I mean, I enjoy them. My daughter and I tried playing the game. It's a little difficult. I haven't really fully understood it yet, so I'm gonna keep trying. I want to check out the events. As soon as Lorcana, or I'm sorry, Disney announces a event where they have the Lorcana games or tournaments, they sell out instantly overnight. So that tells me that there's a demand for it. So yeah, if you get a chance, I think buying something like this is definitely a wise investment if you can. And if you can't, then they have single packs on eBay you can buy too. I think for $10. Hold on to something if you can. And as far as like I was telling you about the Brave Little Tailor, this card here, I want to send it to get graded because I mean, yeah, it's probably a $100, $30, whatever card, right? But once you get it graded, it like triples in value. I was talking to you guys about that baseball card that I had graded, and it went up in value because it lets you know you have a perfect card, so to speak, right? But just so you know, so like for example, this is a non-graded card, right? It's just your average card, your base card, and this is what they call a graded card. That's Jordan Love from the Packers, who I love. And that's graded. And if you can get a PSA 10, then it's a damn as close perfect card as you can get, right? So this one happens to be one of 25 made, or no, yeah, one of 25. You can see the serial number there. I think it says 2 out of 25, but and that's because I'm a Packer fan, right? But but right now I'm a bigger Lorcana fan. I see it as not only as an investment, but I'm having fun opening the packs. I mean, you see a Simba come out or Mufasa. I was a big Lion King. I mean, who didn't love that movie, right? I saw that like 10 times. But yeah, just wanted to tell you guys about Lorcana, and let me know in the comments what you guys think if you're collecting Lorcana, and make sure to give us a like and subscribe. This is definitely a, a father and daughter, you know, duo here, and I did it just to be closer to my daughter because she's a teenager, and eventually one day she's gonna grow up and go to college or have a family of herself on her own, or I mean, for herself, where she'll grow up, and I'm trying just to engage and you know spend time with her, and for all you fathers and mothers out there, like find something to engage with your kids that you guys can spend time doing together. It's a lot of fun. We're doing shows, and we're buying cards, opening them up together. We wait for each other to open them, and it's a great time. So whatever you guys can do, whether it's buying cards or whatever you do, just spend time with your kids however you can. It's expensive. I know. I'm a blue collar man. Working you know a 9 to 5 job. That this is what we're doing for fun and to spend time with each other. So, anyways, we're gonna sign off for now, and hope to see you here in the next episode. All right, Tony from Eve TCG, and we'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night.